Good morning, children. How are you all? Now we are in another lesson, that is air, wind and cyclones, isn't it? Air. What is air? Have you seen air? No. Only we can feel air. Air is colorless. Air is a mixture of many gases, isn't it? We cannot see the air, only we can feel air. So now, when you ride a bicycle, what happens? You moves in the direction of the wind, isn't it? The bicycle. Suppose you are riding a bicycle along the wind, isn't it? In which the direction of wind is there, in that direction, if you ride a bicycle, you can ride it smoothly, isn't it? The bicycle, you will move smoothly, okay? So now, but when we go in the opposite direction of the wind is blowing in this way and you are riding the bicycle in this direction, opposite direction. Can you ride it smoothly? No, it is difficult. The pressure of the wind will be on your body and on your bicycle also. So it is very hard to ride the bicycle in the opposite direction of the wind, where the wind is blowing. So now, what is a wind? What is a wind? Blowing air. Moving air is called a wind. Moving air is called a wind. What is a wind? Moving air is called a wind. Already you have studied in 6th class also. So sometimes the wind is cold and sometimes it is pleasant and nice also. It can blow clouds and sometimes it raises the dust also, isn't it? And sometimes it is gentle and sometimes it is very strong winds, isn't it? And sometimes it blows the things also. When the wind is very strong, the things also blows. Already you have studied, isn't it? So the wind has so much effect on our lives, isn't it? So much effect on our lives. So you will see the air around us, it is not still. It moves in all the directions. It moves continuously from one direction to other direction. So you will see the movement of air in every direction. Everywhere you find the air. Everywhere air is present. Air is present everywhere. Air is present everywhere. It is present everywhere. Every empty space is occupied with air, isn't it? You will find the air everywhere. So, what is a wind? The moving air is called a wind. Now here we'll do. Where do we find air? Air. Where do you find the air? Now here you see, I will explain you one activity. Here I will explain you one activity. Take a glass. Take a glass and take a paper, tissue paper. Scramble the tissue paper like a ball. Keep it in the glass cloth. Isn't it? Keep it in the glass. Now take a glass trough, dip the water. This is the water. Now invert this into the glass trough of water. Invert the glass into the trough of water in which the paper is already present. Now, the question is, will the paper get wet? No. Why? Now, another. In this situation, the paper will not get wet. Now, in another situation, why? I will explain you. Another situation, what you have to do is tilt the glass. Tilt the glass. In another situation, tilt the glass. Here the paper is there. The water enters into the glass and the paper gets wet. Here present in the glass. When you keep it straight into the water will not enter into the glass. Why? Because already the air is present in the glass. There is no space for the water to enter in the glass. Now, here you are tilting. So what happens? The air present in the glass comes out and the water enters into the glass and the paper becomes wet. Another example I will give you. One more example I will give you. Here say, take a trough of water. Here, take a trough of water. Take a water in the trough, glass trough, and take a empty bottle. Take an empty bottle. Invert the empty bottle straight into the glass trough containing water. Glass trough containing water. What happens? The water will not enter into the bottle. The water will not enter into the bottle. Why? Because already the empty bottle is filled with the air. The empty bottle is already filled with the air. Now, in the second situation, now take another containing the water. Now, here, tilt the bottle into the water containing glass trough. The water, what happens? The bubbles comes out from the bottle. The air bubbles comes out from the bottle and the water enters into the bottle till all the bubbles comes out. Then only the bottle is filled with the water. So what you understand by these activities is all the empty spaces contains air. Air is present in all the empty spaces. So here glass, every empty space contains air. So here in the first situation you have seen vertically you are keeping the glass. So already the air is present in the glass. So water will not enter into the glass. When you tilt the glass, the air comes out from the glass. The space is provided there to come out the air. Now the water enters into the glass and the paper becomes wet. In the second activity also explained you. Just invert the glass vertically into the trough of water. The water will not enter into the glass. Why? Because the space is occupied with the air. Understood? Now when you tilt the bottle, the air comes out in the form of the bubbles. And the space is occupied with the water. Understood? So what you understand by this is every empty space is occupies with air. This is a property of air. Air occupies space. Air occupies space. Understood? Another example also you can give by taking the balloon, blow air into the balloon. The balloon shape before blowing the air, the balloon shape will be like this. Isn't it? So, blow the air into the balloon, the space which is present in the balloon is occupied with the air. The shape of the balloon will be increases. This will be the shape of the balloon, inside the balloon, the air occupies the space. This is another example. Air occupies space. Air occupies space. So, this is the first property of the air. Air occupies space. Now, coming to air exerts pressure. Another property of the air is air exerts pressure. Air exerts pressure. The air pressure exerts on our body also. So, there are many factors to air exerts the pressure. One of the most important factor is due to humidity. Air exerts pressure. Air exerts pressure on our body also during inhalation of air also. The Due to air pressure only the air enters into our body, into our lungs. So here we'll give you the activity. Air exerts pressure. Air exerts pressure. Here see. Have you seen the dropper? Ink dropper or medicine dropper, isn't it that dropper? So the working of this dropper is based on air pressure only. Air exerts pressure. Air exerts pressure. Now here, take whatever any liquid you can take, or you can take the ink also in this. Take a dropper, ink dropper. This is, keep it in the ink. Now here you are having the rubber dropper. This is a rubber dropper which is filled with the air. It is filled with the air. Now how the ink enters into the dropper? This is the question. In the another statement, in the another situation, now here see how the ink enters. Here this is the ink. Here you are using the dropper. This is a dropper, rubber dropper. This is a rubber bulb will be there. Press the bulb, press the bulb. Already the air is present in the bulb. So now press the bulb. Pressure is formed on the air. Pressure is formed on the air comes out with pressure and the liquid enters into the dropper. Press, just you press the dropper, press the rubber bulb. What happens? Due to the pressure is formed on the air and the air comes out and the ink will be enters into the dropper. Understood? Now transfer this ink into the pen. How you will transfer the ink? Again what you have to do? Press the bulb. Press the bulb, the pressure is formed and the liquid will be enters into the pen. So it was, now here air pressure now here many more examples are there for air pressure. Balloon, another example, balloon. Fill the balloon with the air. Fill the balloon with your mouth also you can fill. It expands. The shape of the balloon will be expand. The air is occupies. Inside the balloon the air is occupies and it will be bulged structure you will say. Goes on filling the air. One stage will come, the balloon burst. The balloon burst. Why? Because the more air pressure is formed on the air, due to which the balloon burst. Isn't it? Other examples are also there. What are the other examples are there in our day-to-day life? Where air exerts pressure. Where air exerts pressure. Here many more examples are there. Cycle tube. Cycle tube is there. The air filled in the football also is an example, where it becomes very hard. Then only you can play the football. Then only you can kick the football. If the air is less, you cannot kick the football. So the air is filled in the balloon, in the football is with air, high pressure. Cycle tubes are there, car tubes, air tubes are there which are filled with the air only. Scooter or car tubes are there, they are filled with the air pressure. Now another example is this we use in day-to-day life, isn't it? Air pressure. Now another example of syringe, injection syringe without a needle. Two barrels will be there in the injection syringe. Two barrels. This is one barrel, isn't it? Here the needle is fixed. Another will be there here. Another syringe will be there. Now what you have to do? How you feel the pressure of air? Keep the finger in front of this nozzle and press this inside this barrel. Press it. You feel the air comes out with pressure on your finger. All these are the example of air pressure. So what you understand by this is air exerts pressure. Isn't it? Other examples also there where the air exerts pressure, write down. Isn't it? I give many more examples. Cycle tube is there, car, truck, all the vehicles, tubes, air tubes. It works on the principle of air pressure only. Isn't it? Football is there, which is filled with the air, and balloon example also I gave you. Isn't it? So these are the example where air exerts pressure. So you can write many more examples for air exerts pressure. Thank you children. Have a nice day.